Hey guys, I hope that you are having a great weekend so far. It is finally starting to feel a little bit more like fall where I live, so I've just been enjoying the beautiful weather, spending some time outside, and now I get to sit down and film a video talking about makeup. So today is a good day. I hope you guys are doing well, but I wanted to sit down and talk about all of the holiday releases. Now I know it's only the middle of September. I am definitely not ready for the holiday season, but it's usually around this time every year when brands start releasing holiday products or at least sneak peeks. So I thought we could go through them and chat about them. I'm not planning on buying all of them by any means, or even, a lot of them. There are a few that caught my eye, but I think it's still fun to chat about the products, and I would love to hear what you guys think. I know a lot of you guys told me that you were kind of waiting to see what's going to be available during the holidays before you buy any new makeup, so let me know what you guys think about these products. I have a lot to talk about in today's video, so we'll jump into it in just a second, but first I want to do a giveaway. I told you guys in a recent video I love doing giveaways around the holiday season, but I don't want to wait for the holidays this year. I kind of want to mix them into all of my upcoming videos over the next few months. So I have some fun giveaways planned, but I did end up purchasing the Natasha Denona Glam Palette. I'm wearing it on my eyes today, and I am working on a review which will be up next week, but I actually purchased a second one for one of you guys. When I talked about this palette in my last purchase or pass video, there were so many comments from you guys saying that you were interested in buying it. It was on your wish list. So I just wanted to give it away to one of you guys. I know a lot of you are loving these cooler tones, and I think it's a nice change from a lot of the warm toned palettes we've seen over the past few years, and it really is such a gorgeous formula. I personally love these palettes so much, so it's always very easy to enter. I'm just going to have you leave a specific comment on this video, and I'm not sure what yet, so just check the description box below if you guys are interested. I just hope you guys know that I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos and support my channel during such a crazy time, and I'm so thankful for you guys because YouTube would not be what it is without you, so I definitely want to show my appreciation in a tangible way, and I have a few more ideas in mind, so stay tuned. But in the meantime, if you guys are interested in this one, just check the description box below. I mainly have holiday products to talk about in today's video. I just have one or two releases that aren't holiday specific, but let's start with the new Fenty Glossy Posse Mini Gloss Bomb set. So they did do one of these sets last year, and that was like my favorite holiday release of 2019. I thought that it was such a great deal in terms of value. I love my gloss bombs. The formula is perfect, and I know some people aren't the biggest fan of it, but I love it because it's not sticky. It's so smooth and shiny on the lips, and I love the scent. I also like the fact that it's a little bit more of a sheer formula, so you can just throw it on when you're on the go or on top of any lip product. So I know a lot of people were so excited about this set last year, and they're actually doing another one this year. So this is actually a really great deal in terms of value. I did do the math for a couple of these because sometimes with holiday sets, when you break it down price per ounce, it's not always worth it. And I know not everyone takes this into account, but for those of you that do, I wanted to share the info. So one full-sized Fenty Gloss Bomb retails for $19, and you get 0.3 ounces of gloss. This set retails for $36, and there are 4 mini glosses that come with 0.18 ounces, which is just a little bit more than half the size of a full-size gloss. So essentially, for less than the price of 2 full-size gloss bombs, you get a little bit more product and you get 4 different options. So if you're someone who doesn't use up an entire lip gloss, this is going to be a better option for you because you get more variety to choose from. Now, the best part is that this actually comes with 4 new shades. So even if you have gloss bombs in your collection or you have a few, you won't own any of these shades. Now, the formula is more on the sheer side, like I said. So there is a chance that a couple of these shades will be similar to other shades they have. There's like a really pretty nude, a coral, a brighter pink, and then a lighter pink as well. So I am actually planning on grabbing this. I haven't been buying a lot of lip products because, like a lot of you, I'm not wearing them super often, but when I do wear one, it's either a tinted lip balm or one of my Fenty gloss bombs. I still love them, and even if I don't reach for a lot of lip products over the next few months, I think that these shades would be so pretty for next spring and summer, which hopefully by then we'll be able to kind of break out some of our lip products. But anyway, this will be available online at Sephora on September 14th and then in stores on October 23rd. The other set that Fenty is releasing at the same time is their 2 Lil Stunnas Mini Longwear Fluid Lip Color Duo. So this comes with 2 of their liquid lipsticks. The colors are really pretty. You get a bright berry and then also like this deep crimson as well. These are limited edition colors, but again, you could probably find something similar in their permanent range. So again, in terms of value, for those of you that are interested, a full-size lip paint retails for $25, $25 and you get 0.13 ounces. This set is the same price and each of the minis comes with 0.06 ounces. So you basically get the same amount of product for the same price, but instead of one color, you get two minis. So again, if you don't go through lip products very quickly, this might be a better option for you. If this set came with some sort of nude, whether it was a light nude or a deep nude, and then either the berry or the red, I might be more tempted to grab it, but I just don't think I need two really colorful shades because I don't wear colorful liquid lipstick that much. And honestly, I don't wear liquid lipstick that much at all these days. So I don't think this would be a great purchase for me. I'm kind of curious to see if Fenty is going to release additional holiday sets. It's still early, it's only September, but I felt like last year they had additional sets, but they maybe rolled them out a little bit more slowly. So we'll see, but as for now, I'm definitely interested in the gloss set, but not the liquid lipstick set. Let's talk about some of the Urban Decay sets. They do have quite a few, so these will be available online on September 20th at Ulta and Sephora, and then in stores on September 27th. So the first one is the Stoned Vibes Vault, which is an expensive one. This retails for $195. Now it does look like you get the entire Stoned Vibes collection, including the palette, 4 full-size glide-on eye pencils, the highlighter, and then 4 full-size lip glosses. So that is a lot. Let me do the math because I didn't do this one. Okay, so it looks like it is a $250 value. So you are saving a little bit, but it's really only a good deal if you are already planning on purchasing every single product in the collection separately, and there's a chance that that won't be the case for most people because there's probably an eyeliner or two or a lip gloss or two that don't really appeal to you. I did do a review on this palette. If you guys want to check it out, I'll link it in the description box and in the eye. But it's a pretty palette, it really is. I love the shimmers in here. I had a lot of good things to say about it, but overall, I do feel like $54 is a really high price point for what you get, and I just have a feeling that eventually we'll see it on sale. So I will not be buying that. That's just a lot of money. The next one is the Stoned Vibes Major Gems gift set. So this comes with the mini Stoned Vibes palette that comes with 6 different shades. I was hoping they were going to sell this separately for a discounted price because I thought it would be a good way to try out the shimmers. There are some pretty colors in here, and they are all different than the full-size palette, but it looks like the packaging is a lot more simplified, so I just had a feeling it would be a lot less expensive. But as of right now, it looks like it might only be available in this set. It also comes with a full-size primer potion and a full-size glide-on eye pencil in 0, which is just like their standard black liner. I hope they sell the palette separately because I am interested in that mini palette. I just don't need the entire set. Now they do have some really great sets that just include their full-sized best-selling products. So if you use these regularly or you've been thinking about trying them, this might be a great option. I love the fact that Urban Decay does this because some brands just release like lower quality limited edition products during the holidays, but Urban Decay usually takes some of their best-selling products and packages them for a discounted price. So the first one is the Bigger Badder Eye Makeup gift set, which retails for $32. It does come with my favorite eyeliner, which is the Perversion liquid liner pen, and then it also comes with the Perversion mascara. If you were to purchase these separately, it would be $47, so you do save $15 on this set if you are interested in buying both of these products. I might grab this because I do love that eyeliner. I haven't tried the Perversion mascara in a long time, but when I did try it in the past, I liked it, and I love being able to get high-end mascara for a discounted price. So this is the one that I'm kind of eyeing. They're also doing an all-nighter gift set, which comes with 2 full-size bottles of their all-nighter setting spray for $42. So one bottle usually retails for $33. So this is a great deal because you would save $24 on this set. So if this is something that you go through and you use over and over, you might be interested in grabbing this. This is one of my favorite setting sprays. I'm kind of getting back into setting spray lately. I mean, if I do wear makeup and I'm going out and wearing a mask, I do find that a setting spray does help to lock my makeup in a little bit better. So I've been loving the all-nighter. I've also been using the new e.l.f. setting spray as well, but this is one of my favorites. So that's a pretty good deal. Same thing with the primer potion. You get 2 for $35. They're normally $24, so this would be a savings of $13. This is my favorite eye primer. I think that this is a great deal. It usually takes me at least a year to go through one full-sized eye primer, so you would be set for a while if you got this. But you could always split these gift sets with like a friend or a family member, and then you would both get a discount if you are interested in trying something. I wanted to talk about the new Hourglass products for holiday 2020. So this is the Sculpture Holiday Collection. collection. The first product is the Ambient Lighting Edit Sculpture Palette, which retails for $80. It is expensive. They do these palettes every year, and I've considered buying them for a few years. I did purchase one back in 2018, and I went back and forth on it. Eventually, I bought it during like Sephora's VIB sale, so I was able to save a good amount of money on it, but I still felt buyer's remorse the second I bought it. Or maybe the second I received it, because when you spend that much money on a makeup product, you have these high expectations for it. At least I do, and I expect it to like perform wonders on my face. So the first few months that I was using that palette, it just wasn't living up to the hype in my mind. I did end up falling in love with it, and I did feel like I got my money's worth. I hit pan on one of the products, and I've used up, or I haven't used them up completely, but I've used up a good amount of each of the other ones. Ultimately, I felt like I was happy with my purchase because I was able to try out multiple Hourglass products and decide what I really loved from the brand, but $80 is a lot to spend on a palette, and like I said, I got a discount on it because I bought it during the VIB sale. So it just kind of depends on what you're interested in. If you love face products and you're curious about Hourglass, or you love their formulas, it might be worth it to you, but I mean, it is an investment. This is a limited edition palette. It has 3 best-selling shades and 3 new shades. So the existing shades in the palette are the Ambient Lighting Powders in Dim Light and Diffused Light, and then also the Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Mood Exposure. As for the new shades, they have an Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder, an Ambient Lighting Bronzer, and then also an Ambient Strobe Lighting Blush. So I do have all 3 of the existing shades, either in other palettes or in singles, so I definitely don't need to buy this palette because I do own half of it. The new shades are really pretty, but I just could never justify the price of the palette for just those 3 shades, so I personally won't be buying this one. I know a big complaint when it comes to Hourglass is the fact that they don't release different variations of their face palettes. They usually just do like one every year. I'm honestly surprised that at this point in 2020, they still haven't at least done 2 different palettes, like a lighter one and a darker one. It would only make sense for them to do that because they would be able to reach a larger customer base, and it would be nice to see them truly listen to consumer feedback, because I do feel like customers have been asking for deeper shades for years at this point. And I do feel like these palettes are maybe slightly deeper than normal, but I also feel like the pictures are all over the place. Like sometimes I'll see a picture and it will look completely different than another picture of the same palette. So I feel like I'm curious to see some different videos on this to see what the shades actually look like. It is available now on the Hourglass website. I'm not sure if it's coming to Sephora because I haven't seen any info either way. Okay, so there is a second palette. This one comes with 4 products and it's $58. So it is less expensive. I mean, it's still expensive, but it's less expensive. This one is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Mini Sculpture Unlocked. Such a long name. So like I said, it comes with 4 shades. It doesn't actually say shade name, so I don't know if they're existing shades or new shades. But you get an ambient finishing powder, a blush, a bronzer, and then a metallic strobe powder. This quad, again, it's a little bit confusing because I'm just kind of like flipping through different photos, and it looks different in almost every photo that I've seen. So in this picture, the blush and the bronzer look really deep and intense, and I think that they are so gorgeous and stunning. And then you like flip through, and the next picture, they look a lot lighter and completely different in tone. So if you are curious about this collection, you might want to look up an actual video on YouTube to see how the products swatch and apply. So what do you guys think of this collection? Will you be grabbing it, or is it a little bit too expensive for you? Do you think Hourglass nailed this, or they need to continue to work on their inclusivity? I mean, I think that's a little bit of a given at this point. I can't believe they still don't do like a lighter and a deeper palette. Or what would be really nice is if they did 3 trios, like a light, medium, and deep trio. Not only would that be obviously a step up when it comes to their shade ranges, that would bring the price point down quite a bit. And I feel like more people would be willing to buy the products if there were 3 products that were geared toward their specific skin tone. But I don't know, they keep releasing these 6-pan palettes, so I don't know if they plan on doing that anytime soon, but I would love to know what you guys think. There are some new eyeshadow palettes I wanted to mention in today's video. So this is not a holiday launch, but I did want to touch on the new ColourPop palette. So this one definitely looks like a delayed spring or summer release. I mean, it's only September, so it's not that weird to see something bright and colorful, but I do feel like some of the brands are trying to catch up, and maybe they have some stock that they already created that they need to sell, and it kind of feels like that's the case with this one. So ColourPop did send me this collection in the mail. I actually just checked my mail before filming this this video, and I did get it. So let me know if you want to see a full review on it, because I can definitely do that for you. Okay, so this collection comes with an eyeshadow palette. It comes with some cream gel liners, some ultra glossy lips, and then there's also a Super Shock highlighter and a blush, and then a body shimmer and a face milk. I think that this palette is super cute. I love corals and peaches and pinks. If they had released this back in March or April, I totally would have purchased it. Now, they did send it to me, but if they hadn't have sent it to me, I don't know that I would have purchased it, because I feel like heading into the fall season, I don't reach for these shades a whole lot. I'm kind of into cooler tones, smoky eyes, or like gold and bronzes, just like your typical fall makeup. I always feel like I have to clarify myself. I totally recognize the fact that you can wear whatever makeup you want, no matter what the season. I'm someone who just likes to switch up my makeup seasonally, and during this time of the year, I don't wear a lot of like bright pinks or peaches or corals. But come spring, these are my go-to shades. I will be wearing these quite a bit. I do feel like some of the shades in here are maybe a little bit similar to shades in the Sweet Talk palette or the Baby Got Peach palette, or even their new, like they did those, were they called the tie-dye palettes? They did like a peach one, a green one, and a purple one. I do have like the pinky peach one. So I do feel like I have a lot of shades similar to this. If you guys want me to go through my collection and see what I can dupe with other ColourPop palettes, let me know. I do think it's a really cute collection. I just feel like for me, it's something I would have reached for a few months ago, and I have a feeling that they had this in mind. So I'm sure we'll see ColourPop holiday releases eventually. Last year, they did some really good holiday sets, so I am curious to see what they release, and I'll keep you posted. There is a new release from Charlotte Tilbury. This is a limited edition eyeshadow palette. So you can get it now on their website for a limited time. And then I guess apparently it will be back later this month. It's their Instant Eye palette, the Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize, and it retails for $75. That is an expensive eyeshadow palette. I mean, I feel like the $65 Natasha Denona palettes are kind of pushing it, but this quality is so good. It's a little bit easier to justify for me because her formula is so good. Like, I truly understand the hype surrounding her formula, but that's still the most I've ever spent on a palette. $75 is only $10 more, but I'm just not as drawn to the Charlotte Tilbury palettes, and that's totally okay. Part of the reason is because I did try one of her quads last year, and it was like one of the worst formulas that I've ever tried. Now, to be fair, it was like a topper quad, so it wasn't like her true matte and shimmer formula. Apparently, they were like sheer toppers you could use on top of other shadows, but it was just really bad. So I feel like because of that, I haven't really been interested in actually buying more of her eyeshadows to try, even though I have heard pretty good things. I feel like I'm a little bit alone on this. I'm sure there are people out there who agree with me, so let me know what you guys think. But I feel like Charlotte Tilbury as a whole is a very expensive, overpriced brand. I like some of the products, but I do feel like 9 times out of 10, I've been able to find good dupes or alternatives for her products from the drugstore. Don't get mad at me if you love Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, everyone has their favorite brands, and I totally get it, but I do feel like her prices don't always match the quality. So I don't know. I just feel like her eyeshadow is just very, very overpriced. There are some beautiful colors in here. I like how it's broken up into 4 trios, and the shimmers are amazing. I mean, I think they look so pretty, but I just can't imagine that it's worth the $75. So Huda Beauty is releasing new palettes on September 15th. There will be 3 new mini palettes, and they retail for $29 each. I love the mini palette trend. A good 9-pan palette is my favorite because I feel like you get enough variety to create multiple looks, but the palette isn't so large and overwhelming that you don't know what to do. So I am all for these 9-pan palettes that brands have been doing. These are really beautiful. I don't know why, but the more neutral palettes are really appealing to me these days. I do love colorful eyeshadow, but I feel like at this point I have a lot of colorful palettes in my collection, and I don't know, I've been doing a lot of neutral looks these days. Like right now I'm kind of into cooler tones, obviously with the new Glam palette, but I don't know, I just feel like even though these are a little bit more simple, I'm kind of feeling them. I definitely like the Purple Haze palette and the Sand Haze palette. That purple palette, I mean, the more I look at it, the more I want it. I still haven't tried anything from Huda Beauty, and I did purchase my palette for September. Obviously, I bought the Glam palette, so I won't be buying a new one this month, but I might add this one to my list and try it in October. I feel like I have heard mixed reviews on her eyeshadow formula. A lot of you guys love it and say that it's totally worth the money. Some people say it's not worth the hype. I feel like for my first palette from the brand. I would like to try like a 9-pan palette because that way I'm not spending a ton of money. I'm getting enough shadow that I can try the quality. So I might end up grabbing that purple one in October. I just think it's really fun. So Too Faced does have a new holiday collection coming out. This one is the Enchanted Beauty Holiday Collection. It will be available on September 15th at Sephora. That seems like the big date that a lot of brands are releasing their products. So there are 2 sets and they each come with an eyeshadow palette, a highlighter or a blush, and a mini mascara. I haven't purchased one of these Too Faced holiday sets in a while. They usually do the same things every year with like different packaging and different design. I did purchase them back in the day before I owned a lot of makeup and I liked them. I think they worked well. I think that these sets are more so for people who don't have a ton of makeup. But for me, I won't be buying these. They have some other products, but I've only seen like sneak peeks, so I'll probably touch on those in an upcoming video. Those maybe look slightly more appealing, but this collection just isn't for me. Let's finish up with the new Becca collection. I can't tell if this is holiday or not. The packaging and the products in the collection kind of remind me of holiday, but it is a collaboration with someone named Barbie Ferreira. Okay, I didn't know who she was, so I Googled her, and I guess she stars in Euphoria, which I have not seen, but I've seen a bunch of Euphoria-inspired makeup looks on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, so maybe it's time I check it out. But this collection has a few different sets. So there's also a palette. This one is the Prismatica Face and Eye palette. It retails for $42. You do get 5 different shimmers that you can use on the eyes or the face. At least that's what it looks like. This is pretty. I like that they did something a little bit more bold and intense for Becca. I feel like they usually play it safe and do something a little bit lighter and softer. So this palette is gorgeous. They're also doing a mini shimmering skin perfector pressed highlighter ornament. Okay, so this must be a holiday collection. I just thought because it was a collaboration, maybe it wasn't holiday, but because they're doing an ornament, I assume it is. This ornament is $22 and it's champagne pop, which I feel like a lot of us already do own. There's also a mini trio of highlighters for $35, so you get champagne pop, rose quartz, and vanilla quartz. I've tried all of these, but if you haven't, this might be a great option for you. What else is there? There's a Spark the Lights Bestsellers kit for $30. It's a travel kit that includes their backlight priming filter, Ignite liquid highlighter, and ultimate lipstick in Orchid. There's also a highlighter and lip duo for $27, which comes with their lip balm and highlighter in Lilac Geode, which again, I did have at one point as well. I don't know, this collection isn't really doing it for me personally. I think that it's probably because I've tried a lot of these products. A lot of them are like their best-selling products. And I don't know, like based on what I know about the makeup in Euphoria, I feel like it's very bold, very intense and colorful. So it seems like a surprising collaboration, although they do have like the more colorful palette, at least for them. But I don't know, I feel like we see the same things over and over from Becca. I want to love Becca so much because they make some of my favorite products, or they did. I love their highlighters. I've enjoyed their bronzers and blushes in the past, but I just feel like we see the same things over and over. I would love for them to switch it up, and I think by collaborating with like one of the main stars from Euphoria, I mean, I don't know the show. I don't know a lot about her character, so maybe she wears really natural makeup. But if not, I feel like this would have been a good chance for them to step outside of their box and maybe do something a little bit different. But maybe they just want to stick with what they know, and that's okay too. But even if that's the case, it would be nice to see some new highlighter shades, some really glowy blushes, maybe even liquid blushes for people who like those. Just something a little bit different would be nice every once in a while. Okay, so that is everything I wanted to talk about in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just thought it would be fun to touch on some of the holiday releases. Even though I'm not planning on buying a lot of these, I still love chatting with you guys about the new makeup and sharing my thoughts, and I would love to hear your thoughts. I read all of my comments, so let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you very soon, probably on Monday with a new one. Bye.